twilight lies gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets trembling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the fray, and the home of the brave.
Good morning, everybody. How are you? I hope everybody's doing fantastic this morning, because I am. I am having a great day. Had a good night, and it's been a great friggin' day already. So, get out of the way, Snowball. No, that's cool. We're going to have a informative morning this morning. That's for sure. Have updates on a couple of fronts. Most of the people in Discord already got this information, so if y'all want to leave, y'all just go ahead and go. Oh, so we got Dragon Monk, David Olson, Roy Holly. Scalda's over watching the interview from last night. John Mack, and Mike Whaley. All right, well, let's see. Mike Whaley, John Mack, Roy Holly, and David Olson were all on Discord this morning, so at least I got Dragon Monk came in, you know. Good morning. How are you? You know you can join in the conversations in the morning before the show, right? Thank you, David Olson. I appreciate it. Good morning, Mike. How are you, buddy? I'm sorry I had to drop off last night. You left me a comment. I can just imagine what the comment is. No, I'm just kidding. It turned out all right, I think. I think the interview went well with Chris. I've got to get in touch with the person for next week. I need to line these up more than 1 week in advance. But right now, with it being into school and all that stuff, you know, I'm not going to be able to do these every week. I mean, really not. I mean, because people just have schedules that just don't work. So, morning, Dan. Who was I just? I was just talking about you. No, I do. I need to see about. I was actually going to contact Mr. Daniel Norrie and see if he was available for next Monday's interview. But since he's on here, I mean, we can take care of that on Twitter if you want to, Daniel. But yeah, Chris Riley's interview last night went very well. I wish there were more participation on the call-in, but I kind of understand that, you know. I kind of do understand that. I do know. I know, man. You show up on my morning coffee. You know, I hit you on Twitter. You know, you answer back quite a bit. You are pretty responsive. But no, it was good. Thank you for the comment, Scalda. I'll put a thumbs down on that comment because you know you suck. But other than that, it was a good comment. Chris was very, very good. I mean, I enjoyed the. You know, when I asked him to tell us something we didn't know about him, and he talked about that, that was pretty cool. If you didn't watch the interview, I'm not going to ruin it, so just do it. Hey, man, thank you, Daniel. Thank you. The other two went well, too. I don't know if you watched Ivan Miranda's or Joel's or Glenn's, for that matter. I mean, Ivan's was the first time we tried to call in, and you can pretty much bet, Daniel, if I get you on the phone, or if I get you on the interview, I'm pretty sure we're going to have quite a few call-in questions. So, I don't know what just watch means, but... but, let's see, we've got 12 in the room. We're going to wait a little bit. We're going to wait a little bit before we give an update on some other stuff. But here's the good news. Yesterday, for those of y'all that care. Good afternoon, Mr. Gustner. How are you? For those of you that care, Microsoft had me sign a non-disclosure agreement yesterday. Don't know why, but I had to sign a non-disclosure agreement. So it is moving past just the interview stage, so it's just cool to me. It is cool. As y'all know, and I don't know if y'all remember seeing it or not. Let me pull up the Facebook page so I can show off a picture. Facebook. Somebody messaged me on Facebook. It was probably my wife and kids. It was. It says, "Who the f are you people?" Okay. Alright, we can do that. My daughter asked for something printed, so I'm going to print that. Just not right this minute. Where's my picture? Just got my... Sweet! Somebody's getting a Mark III! Alright, so I sent Regina. Here we go. Alright, yesterday, while this was printing... Make sure I go the right direction here. Yeah, okay. Alright, so yesterday, y'all know I started the big vase. So let's go through here. We hit the screen. There we go. So you should be able to see my screen. If you can't see my screen, let me know. The Elgato should be working just fine. Alright, so this was the beginning of the pretty big friggin' vase that I printed yesterday. It had a 7-inch across base. And then there's a comparison to the 100% size vase right there. So that's the comparison in size. And then I put a box of filament there so I could compare even better in size. And then I gave it to my mother for her birthday. And you know, they've already photoshopped everything but her head out of here and, you know, made it look like a severed head in a thing. My bad. Sorry, I can't do it. So anywho. Alright, so let's go back to here. Alright, so now you've seen the very large vase that was printed. Well, before that, I had printed a regular size vase. Just the one I had there. So when I got done with the big one, I said, well, let's see. Let's see if it'll print again. So I printed another small one. So when that one got done, I'm like, what the hell can I do? So, you know, here's my TPU frog. This is at 100%. My TPU frog. Then here's a frog at 200%. So then last night, I figured why not? So I printed one at 450%. And they all finished. The 450%, 3 vases, all done on the TiVo Little Monster yesterday. And currently, you can see it moving in the back over here, right over here. It is currently printing 3030 extrusions. Good old tree frog. That's right, Daniel Norrie. I do these because my stringing on, especially on the TiVo, it helps out some. And then not only that, it's a round model, so it takes up more of the build plate than some other models that we might print for tests. But I do like the tree frog. I do. Now I will say that, you know, as in all TiVo Little Monsters, if you get in there, it's kind of hard to see, but you can see the salmon skinning. You know, my wife actually likes that on the vases. She thinks that's a good look. So now we will have to say that again, you know, as we get more folks in here, because people are popping in. Dang, got your order back to the bottom. Really? Man, I'd have been upset. Morning, 3D Matter Makers. How are you, buddy? Yeah, that thing's going. I got it right now at 180% of 60. You're alive. Hey, man, that's the best way to start a day. It is the best way to start the day. So, alright. Do you use variable layer height for the top of the frog? No, I didn't. I don't know. Nope. Not that I know of. I put it in simplified 3D and said give me top layers. Now, don't get me wrong. I haven't dialed this machine in. Morning, red light. How about I tweet a link to the stream? I can do that. Why not? I can do that. I did not do that yet. Twitter. Time for... Give me a second. I can't type. Alright, so tweet it. Oh wow. Why did he... Really? I don't know if... Nah, never mind. I'm not even... You can add a tweet button to my stream deck. That would be cool. I need to do that. I do. I love the stream deck, so that would work. That would absolutely work. Thank you for reminding me, Daniel, because yesterday, yeah, you weren't here, but about 3 minutes before I was supposed to go live, the internet went down. So I didn't get to start until about 8:15, and I was so flustered I forgot to change the morning coffee opening, you know, and all that other stuff. So, what's up, Filament Frenzy? I'm getting... I bet you are. I bet you are. I don't know. I guess I'm assuming that Tesco is a store, like a shopping center or something. I don't know what Tesco is. But I'm not very smart. Oh, thank you, Scalda. Scalda sent me a video to hook up the Elgato Stream Deck. Just like Walmart. Dude, there's nothing like Walmart. Nothing at all. Walmart is the saving grace of America. Because if we didn't have Walmart, there'd be a whole bunch of people here that didn't have enough money to buy clothes. Just telling you. Just telling you, that's just the way it would be. But no, we had a good interview with Chris last night. I appreciate, and really I appreciate him being on. You know, Chris and I talk a lot over the phone. I mean, even though we're separated by, you know, well over 1,000 miles. I was actually on the phone with him the other night when I got pulled over. So, yeah, it was a good interview, man. I enjoy it when we can learn something different that we don't know about other folks. Yeah, I guess so, John Mack. I guess that would be okay. I wouldn't mind that at all. Especially if I got to go to Bentonville If I got to travel to Bentonville, that would be cool. Because then I get to see a bunch of my old friends. You know. I was at Walmart for 5 years, and that, you know, that's a place that you make a career out of too. So a lot of folks are still there that were on the original samsclub.com startup. I'm friends with a bunch of them on Facebook, but a bunch of them aren't even on Facebook. You know? But yeah, I love it. So, I got... Oh, okay. I got you. I don't know, get lost. Red Light, that was awesome, dude. I mean, I got notification yesterday, and he already had most of it out of the box. I mean, it was. I got there late to the stream. So, print away, little printer, print away. Probably going to speed it up to 200% here shortly. Because this dang sure printing this little butt off. I will say that the, well, y'all hadn't even heard about it yet, but the filament that I'm using is working out pretty well. So, hats off to David Olson. Thank you, sir. It's working out pretty well. Guess we got people coming and going. Just whatever they got to do. Not a busy morning this morning on Morning Coffee, that's for sure. Y'all are being quiet. And that's what we talked about here not too long ago. About, you know, doing morning coffee every day. It's great. I mean, it is. Because I get, you know, some of y'all in here every day. But it's kind of hard to fill with content when you just, you know, every day to come up with some subject to sit here and talk to you fellas about. I will tell you that I enjoy it. My wife, she's like, you enjoy that, don't you? I'm like, yeah, I enjoy it. I do enjoy it. I enjoy the company. It makes my mornings go by a lot faster, you know. So, but yep, I'm happy to say that I'm not sure, but the TiVo little monster seems to be printing. Knock on wood. Knock on the wood. Oh, and I also have some good news too. I went over the 4,000 hours required to monetize my channel. I don't got near enough subscribers. I mean, we got to get there, but I did go over the number of views and hours and all that stuff. Shut up, Scalda. So I do have, I think it was 200. Shane from Proofs and Research. What's up, Shane? Hey man, I watched your the first video, then I watched Joel's video, then I was trying to find your other video and I fell asleep last night before I could find it. Really, I mean, I wanted to find it and I didn't watch your second video, so I want to watch it on the MMU2 because, you know, Chris Riley and I both have those ordered and we're going to install them and run them together online. So one of these days I need to contact Joe and see if he wants to do my interview show. I can interview him on here. I'm not, you know. Yeah, I know, buddy. I know they were. And you got the first one out, I think, with that little short one you did, which was fine. I mean, that was, you know, shows that it works. That's what people wanted to see. I hate that they moved the ship date back to June. I could have swore the website said July. But I think Joe came out and said June. So, proofs. Alright, so if we go to 3D printers and we go to printer upgrades, and you can buy the MMU2. Yeah, it says available to pre-order. Shipping starts in July. New orders in October. Well, I think that on the video with Joel, he said June. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, we when I ordered mine, it said ours would ship in May. So hopefully we'll get ours first batch or second batch or whatever. You know, I wanna see. I hear you, Shane. I hear you, buddy. That, you know, that happens sometimes. So, That's pretty cool, man. And then the 2.5 upgrade, I don't know why, because I ordered that pretty early, and it said they started shipping in March for the 2.5 upgrades. So I mean, it's May and mine hasn't shipped yet, so we'll see. The 2.5 upgrade. Morning, Don. How are you, buddy? Morning, morning, morning. But yeah, I'm curious to see. All right, run the crane, Mike. Run the crane, buddy. Run that crane. Yeah, I ordered in. I actually ordered that in March, so yeah, it should be shipping any time now. And we ordered the MMUs in April. Morning, Joe Paddock. How are you? You have yet to get a Prusa. I understand that, 3D Matter Makers. It's a good yeah, I got you, Shane. The Prusa's kind of expensive there, 3D Matter Makers. I get it. You know, and I've said several times, the main reason for me to get it was to support what they do, not just the printer itself. So, yeah, I get it. You're tired and sore from what? Laying around all day? Oh, I got you, man. Yeah, that'll hurt. I actually, believe it or not, I bent down last night to look under this, and I don't know if it's the weather, you know, where I jumped out of planes and all that stuff. I don't know if it's that or what, but my freaking knee went down, and yeah, I almost hit the floor. Alright, so I just upped the speed on the TiVo. Can't wait to unpack yours. I hear you. I hear you. Well, Joe, the only thing I can figure, man, was unplugging everything and plugging everything back in. Because I printed one vase, you know, you saw yesterday, and then I printed the large vase that was in the picture that's on Discord. Then I printed another vase, and I'm like, well, hell, let's swap over and do something different. So I printed a little frog at 400%. Quite heavy. This took a little over 6 hours to print this frog, but it's 450%. So yeah, it can, Joe. And you know, it's like this morning I started printing the extrusions for my printer, right? So here's the thing. I started printing them, and the outline and all that quality that's going to be perfect, but they were curling up because, for one, I had them running too fast and had some of the cooling up higher than it should have been, and blah 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 blah. So I started over, and I'm going to stop these too because I don't want to waste the filament that I'm using to print these. Yeah, I don't want to waste the filament to print these, but I do want to let them run up till, you know, I can see that how they look. You know, that's what I want to see. Once I get them up to see how they look. Hey, Rover, I didn't see you come in, buddy. Yeah, that's the way it is. It's just the way it is. So, but yeah, it worked out really good. Worked out really good, I have to say. The you know, some of the stuff leave some things to be desired. I mean, was it perfect? No, that's my first layer on that one. And then there's the first layer on that one. And then the first layer on this one. So what I did do, it is a big frog. Yeah, I did, and it actually turned out really good. One thing I did find, I did have one screw loose on one of the arms. I tightened that down mid-vase, and it actually pulled in the entire vase and made it less sloppy. So that worked. And then, but other than that, I mean, I tidied the wires up a little bit so they're not hanging everywhere. Yeah. I mean, other than that, I didn't do anything. I mean, other than reseat the entire board, I didn't do anything. So, I mean, it's the same card I've had in the other one. I moved it over there and printed the small base after the large one finished, before I did anything, and then I recalibrated, and that's where it's at. I did a recalibration because that's where I want to leave it and let it sit there, and yeah. So it's, thank you. I guess I just kind of stuck with it. Yeah, controller's still hanging around. Yeah. There needs to be another wire. You know what I mean? Kind of like a stress relief cable. I think I can do that. I've got some wire that'd be good for that. You know, the old picture hanging stuff that hangs the pictures up? I can wire it up to the top up there, and then that way I can hang by it instead of by the ribbon cable. Which I have another ribbon cable, so if that one goes out, I'm not really worried about it, but you know. No, I'm glad I didn't just, you know, say to hell with it and move on, because but yeah, it's I'm glad I didn't just give up on it. That, you know, that's the biggest thing, because it's working good. It really is. It is, you know. Eddie Jack said that he couldn't get more than one print, you know, or couldn't get it to print consistently, print after print. Well, I got those three and got the tree frog, and without turning the machine off, took the card out, put the extrusions on it, put the card back in it without turning it off, let it reload the thing, went over and started printing these extrusions. So even without doing any of the things to reset it or anything, it's working. So yeah, that makes me happy. It does. Yes, it's made to integrate with OBS. That's basically what it was made for. I don't know, Roy Holly. I've got better internet this morning than I had yesterday. So I don't know. Maybe it's just you. I don't know. I did go back and watch the stream from last night. Looked like I like leaving it on the the interviewee and leaving mine down in the corner. I think that works better, you know. So I think that works better for that. All right, let's see here. Woo! All right, we got 23 folks. Let's do headlines today. I hadn't looked at the news in a week. Well, since that shooting the other day in Texas, I hadn't looked at anything. So let me pull up the two. Let me pull up the two majority. Morning, Mr. Buttram. How are you, sir? Alright, so we're going to go from left to right this time, and other than Hawaii, spewing volcano, and watch now, we're going to read the biggest headline on CNN this morning is Trump's battle with DOJ puts him on shaky ground. The president's actions raise questions about whether he is using his power to subvert an investigation into his own alleged misconduct and go after political enemies. So, now let's go to Fox. Let's go to the other side. Picture of Trump and Obama. Just the beginning. FBI not the only agency who came at Trump team, former campaign aide tells Fox. That's the left, that's the right. Pick your middle and walk your path, my friends. That's just the way it needs to be. You know, I have met folks that are extremely left-sided and extremely right-sided. I am not. I look at each issue and I go, you know what? This is my way. This is what I believe. I don't follow party lines by no means whatsoever. You are not pigeonholing me, buddy. Cornholing either, but pigeonholing for sure. Speaking of cornhole, we really got to bring that to earth, man, and play some cornhole. Matt from How I Do It was talking about doing horseshoes, but if we bring some cornhole boards up there, I bet we can get them set up and playing. I believe that would be fantastic. How many of y'all play cornhole? Raise your hand. How many of y'all raised your hand? I know there was some of you out there. I know there was. There were some of you that raised your damn hands. Don't say there wasn't, because you'll be telling a lie. I went back, my wife went back. My wife went back and watched the video where she scared the crap out of me. Where she scared the crap out of me the other morning when I was in here, and she come beat on the door. And I jumped and turned around, and she watched it. She laughed. I mean, tears coming down her eyes. She was laughing so hard at making me jump. Your brother makes custom boards. Shut up, Roy Holly. We know where your mind's at. Mr. Buttram and Joe Paddock and Dragon Monk got a couple unfinished boards there. I actually don't have any. I bought some fold-up set that we took with us when we what's a cornhole board? It's just a board with a hole in it, son. You throw a beanbag at it. It's basically made so you can play horseshoes without having to worry about horseshoes. Damn, John Mack. Damn. Sweet, Mr. Buttram. Be nice to meet you there. That'll be fantastic. She told you you're going alone. What? You tell her she better come meet me. She better come over there and meet me. I don't know how far of a drive it is. Safe for the drunk. You right about that, Mike? You get hit with a beanbag, you're good. A damn horseshoe knock you cold out. And no, I don't know that from experience. Ben Craig is in the house. Mr. Craig, who wants to wear a kilt. He needs to. Well, where you at, Ben? What's your number, buddy? Did you make it yet? Go to channel. Let's see. Nope. 13 more. You need 13 more folks. Matt, I was just talking about you. Hey, you know how we talked about horseshoes, right? What if we could play cornhole instead? I know. It ain't as fun as you know, drunks throwing horseshoes, but cornhole would be doable, I think. And for those of y'all that just joined, I know that some of y'all saw my picture yesterday. I'm gonna pull it up again because I was proud of it. Come on, mouse, where'd you go? There you are. Let's pull this up to Facebook again so I can pull up Messenger. Uh-oh, I got it up already. That's what I said. Let's pull this over here. Alright. Could work, I know. Some Gators beanbags, that'll work. Orange and blue will definitely work. Alright, check this out. We're going to go back to the screen. Because, Matt, I did catch, 20 or 30 minutes of your stream last night, dude. I didn't catch it. If you want to, you can paste your email address where people can email you for parts for the hangout sign if you want to do that. If you don't, then that's fine. Or, you know, paste a link to your video where they can go watch it. Something like that. There you go. So if y'all want to get a piece of the F3D PCH sign that's going to Earth, it's going to be a community build. I think he said it was a little over 4 foot tall and a little over 6 feet wide. Sign that we're going to 3D print and put together, kind of like the We the Builders Rosie build, but Matt's ramrodding this thing, not railroading, ramrodding this thing. So he just put it in there, f3dpch@gmail.com. John Mack, come on, man. So when you get drunk and hit somebody, you don't knock them cold the hell out. That's what I figured. That's what we all figured. Because tea bags were too light. Me and Craig's so funny. I don't have the sound effects on mine. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna have those just for that. Good morning, Lester. How are you? But anyway, let's look at the pictures here of my progression. First off, let me show you. This was my first vase off the TiVo Little Monster yesterday. Then I started this vase on the TiVo Little Monster. And there's a comparison picture. Another comparison picture. There it is by a Keurig. And that's a full-size Keurig, by the way. You can tell by the counter thing. And then there's me giving it to my mom. Of course, she's headless in the vase. We know. I get it. So there's that. And then I came home and I'm like, well, let's see after that. Without turning it off, let's see if it'll print another. So it printed another vase. Then after that, I'm like, okay, well, hell, why not? So I decided to print a frog. So I printed 450% frog. And it printed. So this morning, I got up. And I'm printing 3030 extrusions. So, oh yeah, man, not a problem, Matt. Anytime, man. You know better than that. That's what my channel's all about, is inclusion. Some of these people are all about themselves, man. I mean, you know, it's just not that way with me. I mean, I am glad to have the subscribers I have. I mean, I don't mind one at a time dribbling in here. It's great for me, you know. If I get Daniel Noré, who was on here, I don't know if he's still here or not. He's probably just, yeah, me too, brother. And the thing is, it's not printing bad, you know. It's going to take some tweaking, but maybe it was just reseating all the connections. I don't know. You know, I checked them. I checked the connections when I put it together. I mean, you know, they were tight. But that doesn't mean unplugging and replugging back in didn't make the difference. So, oh yeah, absolutely, Ben Craig. It's not all about me. That's never been. Don't get me wrong. I love being in the spotlight. Look at me. I like that. Don't get me wrong. But I'm all about helping folks out. Everybody deserves the exact same thing that I have. And no, I'm not talking about communism. I'm talking about their pursuit of happiness, their happiness in general. If I can help make somebody happy, I'm going to do so. You know, if I can't do it myself and I have the means to contact somebody that can, I'm going to. You know, and that's one reason. And everybody looks at, well, you're just trying to advertise. No, it's not. When I say go into other streams and say, hey, you know, hashtag Country Club, It's to let them know that they're included and that you're there to include them. So I wish there was something else, that I could say that doesn't say I wish there was something that we could do that other than, hey, what's up, folks? That's why it's cool to me, because it lets people know, hey, this is not just a 3D printing community. It's a family, man. We're taking care of each other. When you jump on a live stream, I was in bed last night. I was in bed getting ready to go to sleep, and I mean, it was late. So I'm sitting there watching YouTube videos, or I flip on the YouTube video, and Matt's video jumped up. The How I Do It video jumped up on the slicing. I got out of bed, walked back here to my computer so that I could, chat for a few minutes on his stream. I wasn't there long, but just to show support. That's all. I mean, that's all it's about, man. I can't stand, and there was some conversations on Twitter yesterday that really pissed me off. And it pissed a lot of people off. But it's because the guy was being a prick. Okay? The guy was being a prick. I bet you did. I bet you did, Matt. It was late. But there's no need. Why in the hell do you want to go through life just being that way? Just being that person that takes somebody's statement and goes, well, and just tweaks it and just sticks them with it. I don't understand that. That was one of the questions when I interviewed with Microsoft. They were like, how do you deal with, employees that you don't get along with? Thank you, Ben. We'll be here, buddy. How do you deal with that? I said, well, one thing is you don't call them out in front of every freaking body. Unless they just keep on after you, nudge them a little bit and say, hey, don't do that. Don't do that. Listen, dumbass. Well, that's what that dude needs. He needs to say, smack the crap out of him and say, listen, you're being an ass. That's what needs to happen. Sorry that was ugly. But god dang it, man. Some people just cannot be happy and do not want to see other folks happy at all. I don't understand that. Why do you want to make... I bet you are, Chris Riley, who's not on Twitter. But why would you want to be that person, man? Why would you just want to be that ass? I don't get it. You get nothing from it other than ostracized by your peers. No, Matt, it's not that. That conversation should have never taken the route that it took. I don't care about the conversation. It needed to take place. Oh, I unfollowed him. And if everybody else did, guess what? Thank you, Rover. Chris. Come on, man. The eye is right next to you. Yeah, there we go. Chris Ruley. But that kind of actually makes it right. King Chris is in the house. Chris Ruley. No, man, I love Chris Riley. Chris Riley's a fantastic guy. I've only met him once. You're driving to DC. Sweet. I've only met Chris one time. Okay? Now, I've told you, you might have been, Craig. It really wasn't that much, but the guy knew what he was doing. So, anyway, I've told y'all before, whenever I meet somebody, I never meet a stranger, and you're my best friend until you give me a reason not to be. Not everybody's that way, because it can be overwhelming for some folks. It really can. It can be overwhelming that, some folks are as forward as I am, because I am. I don't care. I'm right there. I'm in the conversation. You don't believe me? Ask Ron Hunt when he tried to get a picture with Tom, and I jumped in there because hell, it was Ron Hunt and Tom in the same. I'm getting in that. I don't care. Y'all better be nice. And they were, and I got my picture with Tom and Ron Hunt together. You know, I did not get one with Joel and Tom together, which I should have done. So, you know, dude, how's your kid feeling this morning, Mr. Buttram? How's that little boy feeling? Is he any better today? I hope he is. You know, I hate to hear that. My granddaughter got sick yesterday as well. Stomach virus, something, throwing up and all that, and wasn't feeling good. And she's in Arizona. I mean, it wasn't really, you know, affecting us, but yeah, I bet you are tired, my friend. Well, Daniel Norrie was in here. I'm going to contact him on Twitter and see if I can get him for next Monday. But you know, people have lives. People don't go, hey, I want to be on the country club live. So, oh, there's Daniel. He's hard to get in touch with. He hides. He hides so well. But he did say, Chris Riley, that your interview stunk. You suck. No, I'm just kidding. He did. He said it was a good interview, which is awesome. It's awesome. I think it's cool. You know, we talk about this being a community and all that stuff. Unless you're John Mack. Unless you're John Mack, you can't watch every video unless you're John Mack. Come on, Blake. Come on, we'll have a beer after. We'll get some of them frustrations out. Good afternoon, Fugly Vapor. How are you, my friend? What's the question mark for? John Mack, you watch every stream ever made known to man on YouTube. You do. Every stream. John Mack, y'all don't understand. John Mack, he sits at his machine watching. He's got his tablet in his hand. He's got like 6 monitors up there. He's got his tablet in his hand, so when he gets up, he's got like a 9-panel thing on his tablet where he's watching like 9 videos at one time. You know, he's got this automatic text-to-speech thing where he can just walk through his house. How's my nemesis behaving today? I don't know if you can see some movement back there, Fugly Vapor. It's moving. Printed not 1, not 2. Hold on. I got to get it over here. But 3 vases yesterday. Gave one to my mother for her birthday. And then I found, oh, come on. Then I printed a frog at 450%. So it turned out, and this morning, it printed them one after the other. Right now, I'm printing 4, Buttram. This is a test. I'm only going to go up to about 50 or so millimeters. You know, just, I want to check and see how strong they are because I had it at 55% infill, and it was solid. I mean, it really was solid infill. So I dropped it down to 35. And I'm not sure that's going to work out. So we're going to see. Yes, that last vase was the big one I was planning on printing, and it worked out. Good morning, Ricky Tanner. How are you? So yeah, Nemesis may be it. Maybe it. That may be the name of that printer. But this morning I am using a. Well, you'll have to wait till freaking Thursday to know what filament I'm using. But it is there. How'd that I think Red Light's listening, so how'd the did you turn it on last night when you got home? I know you were driving. Well, he has been on morning coffee a couple times. Only developer you know. Damn it, Lester. Had to get up and say, I hear you, man. I hear you. And I apologize to Matt for not being there for the whole thing, dude, but I was tired myself. You know, that Chris Riley interview, just wrangling any friggin' answers out of him at all, takes everything I could do, man. I mean, really, he was just being so. Yeah. Well, I ain't gonna do it, dude. I hate that, dude. I had one in my GMC, a GMC that I had to go out one time. Freaking $1,200 later. He's a low key kind of guy. Loki, as in like the god Loki. Wow. I knew Chris was a god, but I didn't know it was Loki. I always make you tired. I bet, man. I bet. I was telling him before you got on that you were on the phone with me when I got pulled over by the popo. It was Chris Riley's fault. I wasn't even paying attention that I didn't have my lights on. Got pulled over by the popo. Somewhere in No Namesville, Georgia. I don't know where it was at. I'm going to tell you right now. Oh, crap. Lester, what the hell is it in, buddy? Hold on, phone's ringing. Be right back. Alright, sorry about that. My daughter's having a little issue and she needs money that I don't have. I just don't have $150 to give her, but that's what I got to give her. So that's what I'm going to give her. You need to print a helicopter. Alright, hold on. Expedition. It's a Ford. Damn, man. Mine was a Chevy product. That's why it was so cheap. The TH400 is not that expensive of a transmission, so. Don, you don't have no idea, man. We got Chris Riley here. We got Shane from Prustis here. Daniel Noray's in the house. The German printing nerd, Don, he's in here. You know, Red Light 34's in here. Lester Weatherall, man, he's in here. I mean, how awesome is that? And you know, we also have that very elusive John Mack is in here as well. John Mack is in here. Matt from How I Do It. You know, let's see who else we got hiding in here. Ben Craig, he's lurking in here somewhere. Ricky Tanner showed up today. I can't believe that either. It was funny, wasn't it, Chris Riley? I thought it was pretty funny. Hey, Derek Matthews, how are you? Mike Whaley, don't be watching and driving, son. You get distracted. No, that's not about time, Lester. That is not even. And that's BS. Oh, Fugly Vapor's in here. Dragon Monk's in here. It's still printing, so. It's still printing. I don't know if I can shoot that far or not. Let me see if I can zoom in over there. Get some kind of shot to the corner. There's not much light over there, so let me go to studio mode and go to the top shot. And let me go to the overhead and property. Apply. Okay. Hit okay. We'll turn off studio mode. I'm going to turn on the overhead for a minute. So you can see the TiVo little monster printing back there. It is printing. Did Scalda show up? He did show up. I can't ever, you know, it's funny. I can't ever remember Dragon Monk's name is Sean. I really can't, and it's sad because my little brother's name is Sean. Not spelled that way, but it's still Sean, no matter what. Take the truck, man. Don't you got to work? Take your work truck. You need your tools. And I know you ain't got no bat belt. Have a good day, Matt. We'll see you, buddy. Don't stream at midnight no damn more. Well, Lester, now, you know, I can't help that. Trying to get the printer to print well. I understand that, Scalda. Mine is printing. I don't know if you saw my frog, but it printed, but well is not... considering it's well. I mean, the cooling is fine. The overhang is fine. I don't know what the deal is with under the arms, you know? I hear you, Matt Johnson. I hear you, buddy. Hey, you kiss my white butt, buddy. You hear me? Damn British trying to tell us Americans what to do. You know how that ended last time? We fired our guns, but the British kept it coming. There wasn't as many as there was a while ago. Don't forget that lesson. Oh, God. Oh, y'all kill me. How I like that mic. It works. I hear you. I hear you. I know, man. Baron, I took it way back, didn't I? Hey, man, Johnny Horton's the shiznit. Tell you right now. He is. We will pour out your tea so we'll throw that shit in the water. We will. Over the side of a boat. And I don't even think half of that shit happened. Some people are like, nah, I ain't throwing this tea away. I want some free tea. Shit. No, Chris ain't that way, man. I'm telling you. Chris is like this. He's got a phone on each ear like so. And he's got his hands, you know, shoved up somebody's butt. And he's doing all kind of crap at once, man. I know. You know, last night while he was doing his interview, he's looking around like, what can I get into? What I got over here I got to do? Right? Fake news. Fake news. It's like Paul Revere's ride, man. You know, running through the streets yelling the British are coming. Yeah, I don't think that happened quite that way either. So, you know, don't get me wrong. You know, you see those old veterans, man, the older guys. And I'm not even talking about me, man. I'm talking about those guys that are 60, 65, 70 years old. And they're wearing their veterans hat. Those were some badass dudes, dude. I mean, don't get me wrong. I appreciate all the veterans we have today. They didn't have the tools that we have today. They didn't have the weapons that we have today. They didn't have... Dude, some of them are just badasses. Just badasses straight up. I met a guy one time in Walmart. No joke. And I mean, who all saw everybody. I met a guy in Walmart one time, and he was in one of the little scooter things, you know, that they give at Walmart. But on his hat, dude, I mean, he had all kind of, you know, military garb on his hat, all kind of it. I don't see why not. I mean, that really depends, man. I mean, you know, that's up to the parents. Because some parents get weirded out by that crap. They really do. You know? But if you can explain to them what it is, Ben, then it's not a bad idea. But anyway, let me move back to this guy. All right, so he had all this stuff. And I went up to him and I said, young man, I want to thank you for all you did, right? So I stood there and I talked to this man for like 20 minutes. Take it easy, Chris Riley. He was part of the first ever Special Forces group. I mean, we sit there and we discussed everything that man did, and I'm like, dude, you are a bad ass from the word go. Okay? Not just a little bit either. I was in awe of some of the stuff that this man had done. He showed me pictures. I can't remember who it was with. Is it Johnson? I think it was Johnson. He had a picture of him with President Johnson in his wallet, man. I was like, damn, man. You know, and he's all decorated. He's a young man then, you know. And I'm like, you were a badass. Dragon Monk, I agree. It is weird sometimes. But if I'm wearing my vet hat or something like that, I come to it, not expect it, but be ready for it. That's more the word that you should use, is I'm ready for that. So anyway, this guy just in Walmart riding in that scooter, man, he was a little frail guy. But at one time he would have stepped up and whipped your ass for being some pansy or something like some of the stuff we got going on now. You know, there are people out there that have done some amazing things. Those are the superheroes, man. Real life superheroes. Don't get me wrong, I love my comics. I love all that. But, you know, that's understandable too, man. I didn't think they were going to let my son-in-law go in the Air Force because he's really, really badly colorblind. But they found a job he could do, and, you know, as long as only 1 or 2 planes crash a year because of him, then we're good. No, not just like a UFC fighter. Don't get me wrong. I mean, some of that's okay. But they're doing it for the money. That guy in that chair done it because he was an American. So no, I would never, I wouldn't even do that comparison, you know? Oh, yeah. Yeah, about whipping butt, yeah. Yeah, no, I was in the Army. I mean, that's where I was at. So, I mean, you know, the Air Force is great. They drop bombs on folks. They let us jump out of their airplanes. The Marines are great. They run and stop bullets that don't hit me. The Navy's fantastic because they can blow crap up from way, way, way away. So, everybody, every one of them, you know, the Coast Guard, keeping us safe from all that marijuana coming into the U.S. So, no, I mean, that is why I was so happy when the Madison Rising group gave me permission to use their music on my videos because they are a patriotic band. I mean, God bless America. I mean, you name it. They do a lot. Devil's lettuce. But, no, I mean, every part of our armed services and our police force is no different. Now, are there some dumbasses in our police force? Hell yeah. Yeah, there's some dumbasses. And they should be held accountable for the crap that they do or do not do. in the case of the school shooting in Florida, that guy was a wuss. He was scared. I get it. He didn't do his job. How do you get a tugboat with a 50 cal? I don't know. Let me know when you find out. That'd be cool. There are, Ricky. That's exactly right. You know, but for the most part, our police are out there every day trying to keep us safe. Every day, and they're on U.S. soil doing it. You know, it's not a soldier overseas, you know, fighting for whatever the government says we're fighting for now. It's a person that lives right down the road from you that's driving around and stopping people that are doing things to stop people that mean to harm you or take what's yours, you know. So I thanked the police officer the other day. He pulled me over because I did something stupid. I get it. It was my fault, not his. He didn't pull me over because he was being an ass. He was really nice about it. He joked about it, you know. I have automatic lights in the car. Somehow or another, they got turned off when we parked or something, and we haven't driven in the dark to have to turn them back on. So the car has automatic lights. I assumed, you know, that they were on. So I am in awe of what they do every day. And I told him, I said, thank you for your service. Thank you for what you do every day. You know, paramedics, firefighters, you name it, man. Those people, the doctors that work in the hospitals and do surgeries and stuff like that, yeah, some of them screw up. Some of them are in it, you know, the pill mills are in it for the money. But there are some good people out there. And that's what we have here. That's what the country club is all about. It's showing how good people can be to each other. You don't believe me? Ask Ricky Tanner. Hell, ask me. You know? Red Light's heart and giving is beyond measure. You can't put a price tag on that. You know, you can't say thank you enough. You can't do any of that. I don't know. It is what it is, you know? We are who we are. And every day you can wake up and try to make the world better. Your own little world. You know, unless you're, you know, in a position, then you can make other people's lives better. But my job every day is to wake up, smile, say I love you, baby, be careful on your way to work. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, Shane. And then I get on here and I try to make, you know, you 29 folks now smile. Or think about something or show you something or go yippee, whatever. But that's what we're supposed to do. We pick at each other because we care and we try to make each other laugh. We try to hold each other up. We try to help each other out. That's what it's all about. It's not about that number at the top of my YouTube stream that you know, goes up slowly. It's going up slowly. But it's because the right people are coming here. It's people that I want here, that you want here. You know? That's what we want here. What's up, Brian Vines? Except that Brian Vines guy. We don't really want him here. Get out, Brian Vines. No, I'm just kidding. But that's what the country club is all about. Is being welcoming. Smile and say, yes, love. Right? I do that. But that's what the country club's all about, people. Is being a group of people that like each other. And if you don't like each other, you talk about it till you figure out why you don't like each other. Then you can either stay away from each other or learn to like each other. We don't need no BS drama. We don't need any of that crap. Print away, little monster, print away. Heck yeah, Ben. There you go. I don't know how it's slowing down. Freaking humidity down here is about to make me sweat to death. And it ain't but like 73 in the house. Like 60% humidity in the house. Dang, Tanner, that's bad. I don't kid, man. Kids being sick sucks. Yeah, 73 and 58% humidity in the house. I'm dropping it to 72 because it's hot in here. Texas about to be in the night. No, I know. It was 96 here the other day. Freaking hot already. Alright guys, you know the deal. If you're not subscribed and you want to be, go down, hit the subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I stream maybe once a month or something like that. What's up, Rob? So, you know, you got to get those notifications because I just may stream at some random time. Also links for support. I added a bed to the wish list this morning. Yeah, I don't, Mr. Buttram, I don't. I was looking. I'm thinking about putting a dehydrator on my wish list because I'm gonna have to. This is really the first summer that I've had this much filament in my house. Because you know you get it and I hoard it. I do. I hoard filament. I'm not gonna lie. So, anywho. But it's yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. But I put a bed on the wish list. It's a 310 by 310 bed for this hypercube build because I'm printing some extrusions. Okay, do that. Do it on. I mean, you can do it anywhere you want to. The Discord's a good place to put it though. Then everybody can get to it. So that's pretty cool that way. But support the channel. There's links down below. You can do what you got to do. Or don't. Yeah. No, on the Discord on my About section. What? Put it under like the pick spam or the general, man. I don't know. There's not really an About section. I hear that, Brian Vines. Damn. Have some smoked filament. The little monster is printing extrusions. 30-30 extrusions. Blake, have a good day, sir. Take care of yourself. Treat each other how you want to be treated, man. You know how it works. Oh, for Discord? No, it's not. I need to do that. Actually, I don't really want to do that, so I'm going to copy the Discord link and we'll paste it right there. Oh, never mind. Scalda beat me to it. And one of the main reasons for not putting it in the description is because then we get all the riffraff in there. So if we paste it here, you know, once or twice, then that's better because then at least you're... I know, right? Oh, God. But then, yeah, like Rover and Scala and, you know, Brian Vines has a wrench too, but he doesn't use it. I don't think he knows how to use a wrench. Oh, yeah, Brian, did you see you saw my vase I printed on the TiVo, right? And then... did you see my big one? I think you saw the big one too. The one I gave my mother. That one? So I gave her the big vase that I printed. Come on. There. That one. Yeah, you saw it on Twitter. And then I came back and printed another vase. Another vase. So then I'm like, well, let's try something different. So then I printed a frog. Just, well, that's the original size frog. And this is not. So I printed a frog. And then without turning off the machine, I took the card out, sliced up some extrusions, put the card back in it, and hit the print button. And off we go. And it's printing. Have a leaky AC. Take it easy, Ben Craig. Be careful out there, my friend. Be careful out there. You know, I was thinking about that the other day. I don't have any way. If something happened to anybody on the country club, I would be upset. No, it's not that. I think the secret was in reseating every connection on the board. By taking it out and reseating stuff, it made connection somewhere. Because it hasn't. I put the auto level code in it. It didn't make any difference, but it didn't do the dance. It hasn't printed in air. It hasn't jammed. It hasn't done any of that since I redid it. So, got me, bud. Connectoritis. That's right. Connectoritis. You got it. That's exactly right. It was, but I had checked all of the plugs to make sure they were pushed down on there. So it was basically take it off and put it back on, and it worked. I don't know. It makes no sense, but that's what happened. Because now it's printing like the YouTube videos that I watched on it. You know, it's actually making good prints. So, I'm happy with that. What's up, Zimmy? Zimmy 1958 sneaking into the room. It is 9:17 in the morning. I want to let y'all know the ones that, you know, even give a crap. Because there's only a couple of you normally that jump in there. But after the show, I jump on the Discord for... It's supposed to be like 5 minutes, but normally it ends up being like 10 or 15. Jump on the Discord so we can just sit there and talk. You know, past couple days had 4 or 5 people in there. It's been good. I enjoy it, and I thanks for the interaction. Really do. Morning, Jesse Foreman. How are you, sir? That you do. Crap. Or is that chocolate ice cream with eyeballs and a mouth? I can't remember. Looks like soft serve. No, I understand, Red Light. It's not that, buddy. I mean, you were on it yesterday evening. You know, it is what it is. Or whenever you were on it the other day, talking to the guys from Indiana. But it's not that it's a requirement. You know, it's just cool to sit and talk. Soft and warm ice cream, Jimmy. I don't know where you like, buddy. I'm not that way. So, I think I heard my dog. Right? I hear you. I hear you. Soft and warm, like Jimmy said, right? All right, so should I stop these extrude? What are we at? We're at about 30 mils high, maybe. So let it go for a little bit longer. We might take it off right at the end of the thing. So we'll see. Speaking of Mexican, I may have that today for lunch. My daughter wants to get some money, so I got to go give it to her. So we're probably going to hit the Taco Bell for some cheap Mexican, or not, well, whatever you want to call Taco Bell. Vintage G.I. Joes. That's not Mexican. American. It's Tex-Mex. I bet Texans would have something to say with that too. It's science. That's right. Weird science. It does some weird things to my gut, that's for sure. I don't actually like Chewy's, dude. I've been to Chewy's 3 times, and yeah, I just don't care for Chewy's at all. It's kind of like going to we have a burrito place called Moe's, and then what's the other one? Chipotle. Yeah, Moe's beats Chipotle hands down. Hands down. Mr. Buttram, that has been established. Rosario's I don't know anything about. I don't know what Rosario's is, but we have this place called El Jalisco, which is really good Mexican food. And cheap. Cheap. I like Moe's, man. I do. I enjoy me some Moe's. Because Moe's is the bomb diggity. Never heard of Papa Nachos either. Sweet, Apocalypse Survivor. That's cool. Really? Yeah, if you get the Joey bag of donuts or whatever, that... Yeah. Oh, I got you. I got you. Yeah, right, Baron. I hear you. Sausalito? Not where I'm at. I've never heard of Sausalitos. Alright, so you're asking 3D Matter Maker was good because I have no idea. Alright. There was something I was going to look at. Rose's Cafe. We got off on food and it ain't even like, it's only like 9:30 in the morning. And we talking about lunch and supper and stuff. Which I guess the guys over in the UK are going, I'm getting hungry. Right now we should be talking about like Egg Benedict or something. You know, which I don't like. Robbie Mac's in the house! I don't really care. What's up, Robbie Mac? How are you, buddy? Nobody's a Hoosier Cup here. Nobody. I'm gonna make something special that says I'm from Indiana and it's got like a dunce cap on it. Matt Johnson is 6:22. It's 3:29 a.m. I look out my window at the hot, crowded street above. I notice I feel cold and alone. Used up like an old bottle. No deposit, no return. People live and die in these apartment compartments. Little black flag there, by the way. I don't know, Sean, but you like it, don't you? Wow. That's what they need, Brian Vines. That would be the Indiana shirt. God, Robbie Mac, you should design that. The I'm with stupid pointing straight up. And y'all should all wear them to Earth, man. I know, right? I know, Shane. I know, man. I know. Really? Oh, dude. Henry Rollins is the bomb, man. And he can act too, which is pretty cool, you know? some of these people try to act, and you're like, what the are you doing? But dude, the Family Man album from Black Flag was friggin' awesome, dude. And the first 6 songs on side 1 were all spoken word stuff, and it was fantastic. Ricky, you act every day. You act like a singer every night, dude. People just ain't caught on yet. Morning, Martin. How are you, my friend? Thought you might get a kick out of that, Ricky. What layer height? 0.2. It is on a 0.2 layer height right now. All of these are 0.2. So. Pepperidge Farm? Good, Martin. I'm glad you're doing good. Oh no, I understand that, Ricky. You remember I was a front man in the band too. I get it. So no, I did not. I had to take the PTFE tube off of my printer, show 'em, and put on the TiVo Little Monster. So no, I did not. What's not nice, Lester? You pretend like you enjoy wagging. I hear you, brother. Hey. Friends in Low Places is fun. I mean, you know, the cool thing, and don't get me wrong, I understand where you're going with that. I do. But to get a crowd into your show, can you think really of a better song than Friends in Low Places? Or You Never Call Me By My Name? Or any of those that everybody knows, man. No, I get it, Ricky. I get it, man. I do. I get it. I understand exactly where you're coming from. I do. Believe you me, I do. Because we used to play, we do Metallica and stuff like that, but on the 3rd request or 4th request of the exact same song, oh, absolutely. Dixieland Delight that y'all played the other night on your live stream, dude, that brings the house down. Especially with a fiddle player that can play it. So... that took a while. Brian, you type faster than I do, dude. You actually like hooked on phonics that really well. Thought somebody was gonna sing it though, didn't you? Gotcha. Yeah, Ricky, bring them over, man. We'll all perform at Earth. There you go. Bring your guitar. We can do Daddy sang bass, Mama sang tenor. No, we're not. No. And Jesse's got some serious questions. Him and 3D Matter Maker's got some serious conversation going on, and we're sitting here talking about gonna slip on down to the oasis. There you go, Brian Vines. You knew it was coming, didn't you? Mike's been here, man. He was here before you. He just kind of sits in the background going, look at all these dumbasses. I love the chat, especially when y'all are in it. Oh, damn. Damn it, Mike Whaley. That sucks. That does suck. I know, right? Sweet, John Mack. Glad to have you back, buddy. Glad to have you back. We got 31 minutes till we have to say adieu. Or whatever that is. Good, so long, farewell. How did Lawrence Welk did it? So good night, sleep well, and pleasant dreams to you. Here's a wish and a prayer that all your dreams come true. Lawrence, well, take it easy, Don, buddy. Have a good day. Watch it, I do. You got to help me out there, Lester. I didn't get that one. Mike, you have a great day, sir. Never let the machines win. Man, my aunt used to watch that show, man. We'd watch it going off. I really didn't care for Lawrence Welk, but I went back and watched some of them, and it wasn't bad, you know. Not bad stuff for Lawrence Welk. You know, for what it was. You know. But we have a good thing. You know, we have a good thing here with the country club in the morning. And I enjoy it, man. I really do. I enjoy this. One of these days it's going to change and we won't be here. The bubbles. Oh, my God, the bubbles. Yeah, I know. One of these days it's going to change and I won't be here every morning to make your day just fantastic in the morning. I know, say it ain't so, right? Adieu? What? What you do? What you do? What you do? Adieu. I will bid you adieu. But you know what? I'll be back. Tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Nah, we still got 29 minutes of the day. So let's not talk about tomorrow. It's not guaranteed. I'll be back. That's right. Well, yeah. I'm probably going to use the one that I bought for the little monster. It's a all metal E3D V6 knockoff. Probably use that. I do have that. I need a bed. Got to get a bed. And yeah. And in just a few minutes, I'm going to pull these extensions off, or extrusions off here. And we're going to look at them and see what we got going on. Because they're not long enough. The ones that I modeled, that I stretched them out to 350. They're not long enough. I need to get the Excel spreadsheet, get with napping. Yeah, you're going to need a DVI cable. Make sure that the HDMI are true HDMI and not the digital outs for monitors too, Ricky. All right, let's stop it. Let's look at them. Let's look at them before we run out of time. Yes, sir, Reed, buddy. I think that the infill, yeah, that's going to be plenty. Going to be plenty. There's no flex whatsoever. I believe that will do it. There you go. There you go. Perfect 30-30 extrusions. Now, they do have the one that has the holes up in the corner. I'm going to talk to Nappin before I print these out. Because if I have to drill and tap any, then they're going to be necessary. But from looking at the Hypercube, I don't think so. I don't think you have to drill and tap any of the ends. Yeah, and that's a good idea, Ricky. Before you buy a cable, ask Mike because he probably has one. Damn it, Zimmy. But so these will work out perfectly. Now see this one tried to curl up from the bed. Look at there. See that? So I need to stick some more glue down. But yeah, I think that'll be fine, and I think the infill will be good. Yeah, it's not solid, but I think it'll be fine. $10,000 views, and I'm happy because one of my videos got like 400. Do I use brims? No, I didn't. I hear you, Ricky. I got that too. No, I don't, Lester. And it's only one of them. So, and I believe I know which one, because you can kind of tell. So I need to clean the build plate and redo it, because that's the problem. It'll stick, believe me. Sweet, dude. That's awesome, Jesse. Yep, these are going to work out fantastic-mundally. They're a hell of a lot flatter than the ones I printed from my other printed printer. Shh. You won't even be able to see no gap in that. That's friggin' awesome right there. No sanding, no nothing. Which these won't have to be glued, so it'll be fine. These are going to work out great, guys. This PLA is pretty good. I mean, you can see the layer lines and stuff like that. It's printing pretty well. I don't even think I'll have to dial it in any better than that. I mean, I can just print as is. As is. So, I think that's what I'm going to do. Leave it as is. Get the spreadsheet and go to town. Printing some stuff. Printing some things. Morning, Ron. How are you, buddy? But I'm not sure, guys, but I think that the TiVo, it does look similar, don't it? But it is. That's all it is. It's basically the aluminum extrusion modeled, and then you stretch it out to the height you need, you know. And with this, I can do 500 millimeters. Actually, I think they say you can go to 510, but the size that I want to do, 500 millimeters is all I should have to print. So if I have to print 4 at 500 millimeters, all I got to do is print them, you know. So true, Rob, but the problem is that, okay, there's the end on the one, and then you have this infill, and I think that infill's fine, because like I said, I can't flex these. I can't even flex the individual ones. Now, once I put some torque on here, nah, they're good. It really is. This is going to be fantastic, I think. Fantastimundo. Yeah, I am too. I am too, Sean. And I don't mind printing some things, Sean, but I'm really not into props. That's the thing. You know, I really not. I mean, I'll print some things, you know, just because they're cool, like the swords and stuff like that, to give away. But I'm just not into them. I'm into frogs. See the frog? Is my new page still up on my website? News. No, it's not. Why? What's going on? Which one? Fox or CNN? Yeah, I know. I hear you. Oh, no, I did those already. No, they're not. And no new headlines either. I thought there might have been something up. No, yeah, no, I'm actually, it's kicking ass down here, the speed wise. So no, I don't have anything up other than Discord, OBS, and my web browser. I hear you, Butchram. I hear you. So. Anywho's it. 3D matter makers might want to refresh. I don't know. But I don't know why you would be buffering. See, these should be able to slide together right there. And they can. Let's see if I can get these together, because that one's awful tight. Yeah, there we go. And one more. Come on. Ah. I hear you. So, yeah, now we got some art. It's actually pretty cool looking. Feed super clean too. Sweet. Yeah, no, it is. It's actually these are actually pretty good. I'm happy with these. Now, I can flex them a little bit now that I've got leverage, but it ain't gonna break. That's for damn sure. No, not gonna break. So pretty tough stuff. So there we go. Yeah, I think these are fantastic. Fantastimundo. Anyway, Tevo Little Monster is doing its thing. I can stretch these out to the sizes that I need. I'm gonna go to the Hypercube since told me that the spreadsheet's correct. I'm going to go out there and print some 500 millimeter tall extrusions. So we're gonna do what we can do. I got some glue stick over here. My wife actually came in the other night when we were doing the glue stick thing, and she's like, somebody said hairspray. Here's that old can of hairspray we don't use anymore. And see, as far as parts go, I've only got one roll of filament, but I've got printers to do parts in, so I'm not super worried about that. On these four, the walls are 2. There's 2 perimeters, and 4 bottom, 4 top, 2 perimeters, and this is 35% infill. I tried it with 55, but the 55% infill is pretty solid. So here, I got one over here. Oh. Now, I didn't let it go high enough with 55%, so it probably would be okay, but there you go. No, this is not going to be a CR10. This is going to be the Hypercube Evo. So that's what we're going to do, is a Hypercube Evo printed. And we're going to see how good it does. And I'm hoping to have it finished by Earth and have some way to transport it to Earth, because 300 by 300 by 300 is a pretty big build volume for a Hypercube. What's up, Vaughn London? How are you, buddy? Yes, a Core XY. XY-Walter. No, wait, Matt Johnson, it would be this. There you go, Matt Johnson. That's what it would be. Transport it in a cooler. This is the test prints, Martin, and they turned out really good. Really nice quality, really strong. Well, John Mack, that's the thing, because of the it's being printed out of PLA. So, yeah, I mean, you can't just leave it in 100-degree heat outside for sure. That's right, Apocalypse Survivor. But they did, and they are really strong. I mean, I'm flexing the crap out of them, so yeah, they will flex a little bit if you put leverage on them. But I was trying to flex it just the individuals. And the way that these connect at right angles, there's not going to be a whole lot of flex on them. Glenn left his frog outside. Did it melt? Because at 96 degrees Fahrenheit, it shouldn't melt. Now, if it's in the car, then it might get soft, because you know it gets quite hot in a car, upwards of 200 degrees. So yeah, that's absolutely up to softening PLA. So, but I think just outside in normal, 90 degree, 100 degree weather, it should be okay. Dude, that's pretty awesome right there. It's a pretty neat pattern too. It's 165-ish, okay, on Fahrenheit. Okay, so that's the glass temperature. So, unless you're hitting 165, and pretty much if you roll the windows down on the car, it's not going to be that either if you put it in the in the back window, unless you put it in the back window, and I'm not going to do that. But for the most part on the trip, the only time we're going to stop and be out is like at nighttime. So I can take it into the hotel room at nighttime. You ordered some PETG? I actually have quite a bit of PETG. I have some that I got to try out. Man, I've got so much crap to do. I really have got to get me a whiteboard and start putting stuff on it, because I get squirreled off and forget things, So I really do need to get a whiteboard that I can keep this stuff on, what I need to do, because I've got beds to compare. I've got a Mark III that I want to do a review on. I've got a TiVo little monster that I no longer want to blow up, that I can say, hey, this thing will print, Yeah, I got so much stuff that I want to do. And Daniel Noré, if he's still in here, hopefully I can get him to agree to an interview this next Monday. It may be an early morning one or a really late night one for me. Because they're 6 hours ahead. So either he's going to have to get up early in the morning, or we'll just do it early in the morning, Yeah, no, Rob, there you go. I mean, really and truthfully, outside, unless you're in Death Valley, PLA should be fine for a while. Now, I mean, the UV and stuff like that, yeah, I understand it. Humidity, we'll get to it, and it will get brittle, because PLA gets brittle when it gets humid, which makes no sense to me. But I'm not a material scientist or anything like that. I don't understand how the chemical structure works. But PLA, when it absorbs moisture, it gets brittle and it just snaps. So. Yeah. All right, we're approaching the hour, and I think you guys are great. Y'all really are. Y'all are fantastic. Very, very much so fantastic. Very, very much so. Zimi, that's cool, man. It really depends on which printer I put it on. I don't know, Ricky. I would rather seal it from humidity than I would worry about UV. The humidity and making it brittle is what really gets to me. Because yesterday when I started printing with this red copper, and it's the Best Q red copper, the name of that, Best Q. Yeah, it should do both. You're right. But when I started printing with this and I was trying to insert it, I kept snapping it off because it was full of humidity. Use Windex on the PEI sheet. Yeah, but you call things sports that really aren't sports, Robbie Mack. There you go. That's a good question for the group. What's a good seal to use on? Ricky, he said clear coat. You know what? Urethane? There you go. Car lacquer. That's what I would think. A urethane, a lacquer, clear coating would work just fine. Because the 0.2 on this, I'm looking at it here. These are smooth layers, man, at 0.2. That's ridiculously good. Now it's got some jerk. Need to work on the jerk settings a little bit. But I'm not very good at those because I'm a jerk and I just like to go max jerk. Well, yeah, and I can see that, Shane, if there's not a lot of air movement, because as they sit on the surface, they get reflective heat too, so they actually get hotter than, you know, just normal. Floor urethane, just dip it and let it drip. That would work. Yeah, I don't care. I really don't care. Now, don't get me wrong. I can imagine that going to a soccer game would be a hockey game would be fantastic. I would love that, to go watch one in person, not watching it on TV. Tar Heel blue? Nah. I think I'll stick with the royal blue. It's close enough to gator blue. I don't even know what a tar heel is anyway. Tar is black, dude. If you get it on your heel, it's still going to be black. So, I don't know how tar heel turns blue. Just doesn't work for me. Right, Anthony Williams, you're right about that. Baby blue, like the Colorado skies. Baby blue. Had to, John Mack, couldn't help it. Gentleman George is just, man, I hate it. He retired and ain't doing no more shows. I hate that. There you go, Tanner. Any game suck? Oh yeah, no doubt, Matt Johnson. I wouldn't say that though, man, because I enjoy watching college football on TV because you get replays, you get close-ups, and you don't get a bunch of drunks smacking you in the back of the head. So, I enjoy going to a game in the swamp every now and again. But it has curbed my want for season tickets. It really has. And we can get them cheaper now that my daughter goes to school there. So we can get cheaper season tickets. So, college football is probably... What? What are you talking about, Ron? Like all good things, they need to end. I don't get that. I hear you. I hear you, Rob. I hear you. All right. Got 6 minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on. I get stuck trying to read the comments. I still ain't figured out what Ron was talking about yet. I know. Oh, yeah, George Strait. Yeah. Not that they need to end. Like all good things, they must end. I really would rather it didn't end. So, Take it easy, Mr. Buttram. Hope that little boy's feeling better. Really do. Hope your son's feeling better today, sir. No, I was sad, man. When George Strait played his last live show, I was sad, and I wasn't even there. That hurts my heart that man's not going to continue making me. I know everybody's got to die. But, god dang it, man. And he ain't dead, but he's just retiring. And I understand. It's his thing. There you go, Ricky. There you go. Man in the black hat. There you go, Zimmy. There you go. Or just a man in black. It's hard to be fast. Oh, y'all know the deal. It's that time of day where we kick back, we relax, or we go to work. We do whatever we do, but we do it with a smile on our face. We do it trying to put a smile on other people's faces. And yeah, but I'm pretty sure George has enough money. He don't have to worry about that next tour. Maybe I'm fixing to leave here, Scalda, but you have a great day, sir. If I don't see you, drink more beer, whatever you want to do, man. Have a good day. You know, treat each other with respect. The respect that you want to be treated with, not what you think they deserve. Anthony Williams, you have a good day, sir. Zimmy's day is over, so he's going to bed, I guess. Apocalypse Survivor's out. Matt Johnson's out. Shane from Prusa is out. Have a good one, sir. We are going to jump over to the Discord for any of y'all that want to jump in and say hello. It's been a great stream. We've averaged about 30 people. Go, Tanner, go. Want to report on that later. So, country clubs coming to the end for this morning, but we don't have to. Go out and represent, man. That's what it is. I hear you, Ricky. You get it going, get OBS set up on it, and fire up a stream, buddy. There you go. It's time to go, 3D Matter Makers. We're at the end of the stream. You came in and, man, we couldn't stand the smell. No, man. Everybody's saying bye. The number on YouTube hasn't dropped a couple, dropped a couple on here. Everybody just getting in their goodbyes. We got 3 minutes. The stream's going to come to an end. I'm going to try my best not to cuss all over the Patreon video. And we're going to stick it in. If y'all want to support the channel, you know where it's at. It's down there in the description. Do it. Don't do it. That's fine. Like, subscribe, ring the bell. Come back and see us tomorrow for morning coffee. So, I guess that's it. I'm going to bid you adieu. I'm Walter. This is Kuntry 3D.